Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Nilkantha to Sri Ramakrishna. Please bless me, sir. Master, Yashoda went mad with grief because she was separated from Krishna. She went to Radhika, who was meditating. Radhika said to her in an ecstatic state, I am the ultimate Prakriti, the primal power. Ask a boon of me. Yashoda said to her, what shall I ask of you? Please bless me, that with all my body, mind and speech, I may think of God and serve Him. That with my ears, I may hear the singing of God's name and glories. That with my hands, I may serve Hari and His devotees. That with my eyes, I may behold His form and His devotees. This one, how the practicality of what Sri Ramakrishna says, Bhakta, Bhagavan or Bhagavata, identity of these three. I may hear His Leela, be a participant in the Leela, is Bhagavata. May I never miss the devotees' company. May I behold Him and His devotees. His devotees is equal to the Lord, is the Bhakta, Bhagavata and Lord, God Himself in the human form with us. So, because we cannot raise ourselves to higher levels of consciousness, where we can visualize the different aspects of God, or at least the absolute one, which is transcendental, beyond our reach. So He comes down in the form. Ramanujacharya gives us a beautiful explanation of avatara. What is avatara? Incarnation. Look at an elephant. By no means you can climb upon the elephant. You can somehow jump over and sit on a horse. But to sit on an elephant, climb an elephant, where from will you climb? You will hold the tail or what, or trunk, or how are you going to climb over an elephant? So elephant, what does the mouth train it is it makes it sit. The moment it sits, it is already almost half of what it was. Then also we cannot climb. Then it stretches its trunk behind by the side, making another step for the person to climb. So that from ground, at 2 feet, there is a step on which he can step up and climb on its back, and then it stands up. So how the elephant, because man cannot climb on it, elephants come down. And not only, even then, when he comes in the form of human form also, man is not able to recognize. He cannot climb the elephant when it is sitting position also. So it gives another support to step upon and go. That support is the love of God. Love of God is what supports us to climb and understand His physical form, which is in the human form now. Which is in the human form. He looks like an ordinary man amidst us because he has come in the human form. So how much difference it creates, you see. And then slowly the love identifies, not the eyes, physical eyes. Physical eyes can see. Intellectual eyes also can calculate through logic and he is like this. He is not affected by any variations. He doesn't run after the enjoyments. He is not, insults will not affect him. All these calculations, then he must be a perfected soul. Something, an enlightened soul. So, to that extent, intellect can take. But the eyes of the love penetrates through all the external limitations of nature, penetrates and enters deep inside like an X-ray photograph, taking the bones. Like that, inside he sees it is infinite. God is there in the human form. So that human form, one who can identify, one has that deep love for God, which makes him immune to all pains and pleasures of the world, and makes him, purifies from inside and outside. That love of God. The love of God always reflects on the world as the universal love. They go together. As you go inward, so you see the inward of the others. As you go inward, more you will see what God is. God is there in everyone. If you get spiritual awakening, one step you have gone inside, you will see all people independent of body. They are like bulbs burning. Still deeper, if you go to the core of your existence, you will see God in others. As much deep you go within you, so much deep you will see in others also. If you see God within you, immediately you will see the God within all other living beings. An ant also, a bird also, a person also. In everyone you start seeing God. Same your Ishtadevata in all. How the transformation, how that evolution from ordinary people rising, it is possible only when we bring Avatara into our life and we offer our life to Avatara, the incarnation. He has come for our sake, the lowest people, these people standing on the lowest rung, aspiring to climb over the highest peak. For them, He has come down. So, to recognize or accept the enlightened souls telling us that His incarnation, and to devote ourselves entirely to accept that principle, to accept that, and then to give ourselves unconditionally. You will see that in no time you are on the top of the hill, at the summit you are reached. So, from inside, God awakens the love of God. It is internally awakened. It's already there. We have that love within. But it is external small attachments and small things, desires, possess him not to identify what is inside him. So, the game, when Krishna was separated from Devaki, She becomes panicky. She is not able to bear anything. She is not able to understand anything because of the grief possessing her body and mind and the soul. And then where to go? Only support is one who loves deeply, equal to his mother. So if she goes to Radhika, Radhika is Videhi, who never knew she has a body. Videhi. So she goes to Radhika. Radhika was in meditation and she says, ask a boon of me. And how does she reply, you see? Radhika said in an ecstatic mood, I am the ultimate Prakriti, the cause of the universe and what the universe has become. Prakriti means the cause itself becomes the effect. She is the Prakriti, is the cause, Prakriti is the effect also. The universe itself is Prakriti. And universe, cause of it, we differentiate as Mula Prakriti and the Prakriti. Prakriti has many aspects. As in governance, she governs the whole universe and all lives. She pervades all the three layers of our existence and of the cosmic existence. Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha and Virat. In us also, all the three layers of our existence, Prajna, Tejasa and Vishwa, all the three layers, all the three levels of consciousness she pervades as Prakriti and governs to take us to the deep sleep, bring us back to the waking state, to maintain the bodily functioning, all is looked after by that Prakriti nature. She says, I am the Prakriti. Ask a boon. Oh, anything she can do and undo. Ask a boon of me. The primal power. Ask a boon of me. Yashoda said to her, what shall I ask of you? Please bless me that with all my body, mind and speech, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. It's a common expression in Sanskrit, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. I may think of God and serve Him. This is love of God. That with my ears, I may hear the singing of God's name and glories. This is Bhagavata, Bhakta Bhagavata, the Leela of God. And with the hands, I may serve Hari and his devotees, Bhakta, Bhakta Bhagavan Bhagavata. That with my eyes, I may behold his form and his devotees. How beautiful you see, how clearly, how Sri Ramakrishna is presenting us what we should be. Your eyes fill with tears when you utter the name of God. What type of people used to come to Sri Ramakrishna, you see? Just uttering the name of God. Their inner emotions go beyond the limits of external, where am I, who is there, who will observe me, what the people will think of me. Nothing. Why then should you worry about anything? Divine love has grown in you. This is one of the signs that just by hearing the name of God, by uttering the name of God, tears flow in the eyes. Where are you? Where are you? It's a kind of longing of the last stages. Either hit or quit, like that. The lamp is there, oil lamp, and wind is blowing. The wind is powerful enough to put off the lamp. The lamp, shikha, Agni shikha, the flame of the lamp starts flickering when the wind is small. And when a little more, it bends and burns. And as the wind increases, you'll see it is becoming smaller and smaller because the wick is cooling down simultaneously. It becomes last, it is about to put off, but still that struggle is there to regain. A little lowers the wind, again it increases its flame. How that play will be going on for long between the wind and the flame, as if they are playing with each other. It wants to tending towards the total extinction. From there again, as the wind starts flowing other direction or changes its direction or slows down, you see it is again becoming, again it's almost gone. So small it becomes. Again, that last struggle to sustain life for the sake of realization. I want to see the last desire, only desire in the soul. It is then the doors open for vision of God. You have that quality. Sri Ramakrishna is assuring you have that qualities of putting yourself, the inner feelings, emotions are coming up in his eyes. Divine love has grown in you. Love for God has grown in you. To know many things is ajnana, ignorance. I know science, I know technology, I know so many things. Everything is, to know many things is ajnana, ignorance. To know only one thing is jnana, knowledge. The realization of God alone is real and that He dwells in all. The jnana and a disciple in the Vedas go to his father, who is his own guru, and ask, by knowing which I shall know everything. Oh my father, tell me by knowing which I can know everything. Kasminnu Bhagavan Vijñate Sarvamidam Vijñatam Bhavati. Having known which, I'll be knowing everything. Then the answer comes, Brahman, the absolute existence. If you know that one, the one has become many. How can I know dream? You know what is mind. You know everything. Mind has created it. Out of itself, it has presented itself as the dream world. There is nothing called dream world. Mind itself has become a dream world. Everything what you see in the dream, including pains and pleasures, including their movements and actions, everything is mind alone. When you wake up, mind alone is there. One mind had become so many, that knowing mind, its ways of functioning, how it becomes many. It has the power of Maya to convert itself into a world and show you. Like that, by knowing one, you know everything. By knowing God, you know everything. And to talk to Him is Vijnana. To know that God alone is real and He dwells in all beings. And to talk to Him is Vijnana. Jnana, Vijnana. A fuller knowledge, higher knowledge. To love God in different ways of realizing Him is Vijnana. Vijnana. Vishesha Jnana. Vijnana. A different kind of knowing, intimately. Knowing a person. How much of person do you know? I know his name, I know his profession, I know knowing about everything. But what more do I know? I do not know anything. Where is his family? How many people are there? What his earnings are there? Slowly I become family friend. Then I will know many more things. But still I do not know what was he in his last life. What are the samskaras he has brought from last life? What is he going to be there in future? Nothing we will know. To the extent I could absorb, I could observe, and I could hear, that much alone I can know. Now beyond it I cannot know. Now beyond that, God has to reveal me what it is. And with all knowledge, what I can know is very little, because my mental capacity, my ability to know is very little, till I become one with God, where I have access to all things of the nature. There are also again limitation. I am only an enlightened soul. I can never be Ishvara to know everything. I can dissolve in Him, and my existence I may dissolve. But then God alone knows what He is, and I cannot know. It is also said that God is beyond one and two. He is beyond the speech and mind. Advaita. It is Dvaita, duality, where there is no duality. Advaita. It is told is beyond one and two. We cannot go to the letter 3, beyond 1 and 2. Because if there is 1 alone, there is no 2. If 2 comes into picture, 3 is already there. Because 2 means what is separating the 2? There is a third entity which is separating the 2. Otherwise they are 1. Space or something is there which is a demarcation between 1 and 2. 2 items can never be there. It is 1 without a second or multiple. When it comes to this one, it is multiple, not limited. He is beyond speech and mind. Senses cannot see. Senses can see within time and space pertaining to material world. I cannot even see mind. I have all senses. 5 senses cannot perceive mind in any way. Mind has no smell that I can see through one of my senses. No. You cannot see through the eyes. You cannot smell. You cannot taste and see what is mind. Mind can never, your 5 senses cannot depict what mind is. But I have a mind, so I understand there is a mind. Otherwise, there is no proof of existence of mind also. What to speak of God, still subtler. So, senses cannot perceive God. Mind cannot understand what it is. Intellect cannot discern what it is. Oh, it is beyond all this. Speech cannot explain. We cannot hear and understand. Somebody is not there to explain what God is. All this. It begins with senses and mind. Sense instrument we can see. Senses we cannot see. Mind we cannot see. Intellect we cannot see. Beyond that we can never see. Subtler, sukshma, ati sukshma. Then finally comes the absolute existence. The infinite we can never know. Finite cannot know the infinite. To go from Leela to Nitya, and come down again from Nitya to Leela is the mature bhakti. What is bhakti? Bhakti passes through various stages. Just like a child, infancy to adulthood and beyond, fullness of youth, how various stages he is passing through. He is maturing. From the infancy, he is maturing to become a balya, the childhood, maturing to become adolescent, maturing to become further into a full-fledged youth. Still ahead, he is maturing to become middle-aged. He is maturing to become old age. How that is advanced, maturing. When we see a fruit, we clearly understand it is a flower. And then a small fruit comes back and then grows and grows to fullness. And when it is ripe, fully ripe, we call it is fully mature enough to eat. Like that knowledge also, mature knowledge, matured understanding, matured bhakti. What is that matured bhakti? Sri Ramakrishna is telling, you are in the Leela to Nitya, Nitya to Leela. Whole this universe and his divine play, both are called Leela. The universe is his Leela, divine play going on. And his divine play within the universe is also called Leela. He has come down in human form, he is a Leela. He has, the whole thing is going on in a beautiful way. He is also called Leela, the absolute in which the whole play is going on of the universe and the divine play of the God is also Nitya. The whole universe is Leela with all beings, and his coming down as Avatara is also Leela with the Bhaktas. This is also Leela, universe is also Leela. Now and then I come down to the Leela. I move about in the world. I move about with the devotees. I sing the names and glories of God. And next moment I am one with Him in the Nitya. To be able to go to Nitya and be one with Him, absorbed in Him, dissolved in Him like sugar dissolves in water, to remain dissolved is Nitya. To again come back and precipitate into small particles of sugar floating in water is Leela. From Leela to Nitya, Nitya. Precipitation and again dissolution is called matured bhakti. I love that song of yours about aspiring to reach the lotus feet of the Divine Mother. It's enough to know that everything depends upon the grace of God, but one must pray to God. It will not do to remain inactive. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.